Hi guys, it's Laura with my husband this time.
Hello.
That is Steven. Today we want to share with you some of the really funny moments that help us to feel closer to each other. Like, for example, the picture on the current slide. Steven, we're doing our engagement photos, and he wanted me to pull his tie. And the photographer and I had no idea what he was talking about or why. But we tried it out. Hey, look, it worked. It was great. Even though I definitely laughed a lot because I did not know what was happening whatsoever. But we'll go ahead and show you some of the pictures. We're going to start out with this wonderful set of photos. As you can see, that is me and the dinosaur. Poor Steven. We're doing our formal photos. There's a lot of stress. So much stress. We've got my sister in the truck. We're driving not multiple hours, but a long time to get to where we're taking the pictures. And I had this plan with the photographer the whole time that he was going to be blindfolded. We're going to do a first look, and I'm going to be in that dinosaur costume in my wedding dress.
I don't think I've ever seen her so stressed. And then when she walks up in a dinosaur costume, I'm thinking, you were really stressed for this dinosaur costume. But then she took it off and she was in her actual wedding dress. So, because she did a lot of hair and makeup like that day, and it was kind of pushing it on the time. So, but it worked out.
Yeah. So the poor guy takes off the blindfold, sees the dinosaur costume, and is like, oh no. That's his first thought. It's not, haha, look, a dinosaur. It's, oh no, a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Poor guy got pranked. So we'll go on to this next set. We decided to redo the first look because we need something without a dinosaur costume, right? As fun as that is. Well, I go to take off the blindfold, and Steven makes this face, the most cheesy, shocked face he's ever made in his life. And it completely caught me off guard. So, totally and completely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she couldn't help but laugh. And I think that's like one of the moments that was like really special because it was just us and getting ready for our wedding, and we were able to not be stressed about all the details of the wedding and just have fun.
Yeah, that was definitely a moment for me where I was like, oh, I'm so glad I'm marrying this one. He really does make me laugh, even though I really still was pretty stressed at this point. And then one couple more wedding pictures, just making funny faces. It hurt to be smiling nonstop for all those pictures, and so we would try to like blow up our cheeks, and it got for some good photos. I also forced Steven to wear
She forced me
to
wear the veil.
The veil, the vetting veil.
The vetting veil.
The vetting veil.
Against my will, but
yeah, but he was a good sport, and now we have a picture, and he just suffers through it.
Permanent history.
Oh man, and it's not just during wedding photos that we were able to get this kind of goodness, this wonderfulness. It just happens all the time. For example, down in the bottom right corner, that's a picture of me just chilling at my desk doing homework, and apparently the glass refracted my face just right.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is Steven's like, don't move. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What's going on? Why am I not moving? And then he starts taking a picture of me, and I was like, what are you doing? Why?
I've never seen a more perfect little smirk through the refracted glass.
It was so good. The picture right above that is like this little table thing that you lay on, and it kind of turns you upside down. I don't know what the purpose of it.
It's called an inversion table. It's for back people with back problems.
Oh.
Just back people.
Just back people. Mm-hmm. just for them. But no, I tried it out. We got that wonderful picture. But the main picture on this slide happened just recently on a recent trip. My husband lived in this really small town for a while, so we're going around and checking it out. And he's showing me like, oh, I went there for this, I went there for that, and it was pretty fun. And we drive by this house, And he says, "Oh, really quick, I need you to take a picture, like right now." And I'm like, "Oh, of course, we'll take a picture." So I pull out his camera, his phone, and snap a really quick picture, and we drive away. And I'm like, "So what? What's the importance of that house? Like, why did we take a picture of it?" He's like, "Oh, there was this Asian guy that lived there that made adult films." And I was like, "Oh, why would you make me take a picture of that?"
Yep, that was his house.
Oh man, and so I was like, well, now we have a picture of that house. He doesn't live there anymore. He hasn't lived there for a really
No.
long time.
No.
Lots of years.
Yeah, the people we knew there were just really good friends, and they bought the house because they thought it was a funny joke. So
Which I don't blame him, honestly. That is really funny. And then we've got this awesome video, which I'm going to hope you can hear it, but basically it's just we went to go take a picture, and it wasn't a picture. It's not a picture.
Yeah, that smoke makes me feel car sick.
Isn't it video?
yeah,
Is it a video?
No, not again.
I was just standing there. It's so fun because cameras used to not be as big a thing as they are now. So once upon a time, to go take family pictures or to take any pictures really, it was a big deal to get dressed up, make sure everybody was nice, and now we just have it all the time. We should get all this silly stuff.
she was a good sport about that one. Just waiting for me to take the picture, waiting for her slow husband. So
And it doesn't help that your camera's pretty slow already, and so I was like,
it really is.
man, what's going on? Oh, not that again. And we'll just finish off with some of my favorites. I think close-ups of Steven's face is the funniest thing ever because his face is a different shape every time I take a picture. It's so good.
Yep. Unfortunately, she has quite a vast library. You just get a little sample
Yeah.
right here, but yep, that's me.
It's pretty good stuff. But obviously we love to take fun pictures of each other and remember silly moments, but also it's those moments to reminisce over those events and those experiences that really do help us to stay close to each other. I mean, we've only been married for 6 months, so probably not quite to the same extent as some of you, but we're learning principles that can be applied for a really long time. Doesn't matter how long we've been married, it's always important to make sure that we can laugh with each other, because laughing at each other really does help us to make it through life, to have somebody that you can turn to make things lighter when they're not light. When you're stressed about pictures, there's somebody there to make things silly, or when you're stressed about getting from point A to point B, you can always pause to take a moment and really just enjoy what's going on with one another. So there you go. We hope that you enjoy learning about this little bit of commitment and enjoy getting to know us just a little bit. We'll see you later.